of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coon. The white man to go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations, I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I won't always smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin? Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X to my jeans and I got...
This is the sound of Famous Fun.
All right, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your Saturday Vitamins. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr. A Shakur, Twitter at DGoddess27. All right. And if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, you already know what to do. Okay, so let's get into it. Miguel is here, T. Randall, Jane, Pearly, Tawana, Aeon is here, Queen Shay, Buckhorse DC, Pearly, Courtney J, Brand Slayer TV, Miss CC, RG Titan. All right, Reggie, I see you. Claudette, Aboriginal Woman, Cherokee Descended Dale, Vince, I am from the UK, Hot Cocoa. All right, so let's get into it. Shout out to my moderators putting in work. I see you, Aeon. All right. So with that all being said, everyone please get the likes up. You all know how they do. And so listen, it just came to my attention. Hey, Nessa G, and Queen Shay in the house. So it just came to my attention today, this morning, that ScrewTube blocked my video from 2 days ago. The video I did about Meek Mill going back and forth with DJ Academics and Tiffany Red. Because apparently one of the clips that I showed in there has copyright on it. So they blocked it. So anyway, that video is re-uploaded. I removed that clip and it's re-uploaded on the backup channel to air at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for those of you who missed it. Okay. And so with that all being said, let's get down with a get down. All right. All hell no is in the house. RG Titan. Okay. So I know you all heard about Natureboy. So let's talk about that first. Natureboy got a life sentence with no possibility of parole. What do y'all think about that? Because I saw some people saying it was too harsh of a sentence. Some people said F him. What do you all think? Once in the chat, before I get it started, hey, Terry Hartfield, Big Mama in the house. What do you all think? Reggie said that video was connecting the dots. You already know, but that's okay because it's going to be right back up. So D Nice is here. With that all being said, what do you all think? One's in the chat if you think the sentence for Natureboy was too harsh. One's in the chat too if you agree that he should have gotten a life sentence without the possibility of parole. Okay? Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what y'all have to say about it. Let's see what you all have to say about it. I think I see a troll. Okay, people coming here talking off topic with nothing that has to do with anything we're talking about. I'm just going to block you because clearly you're trolling. All right, so they gave him a chance to take a plea and he said no. Miss Cece, come on now. Miss Cece said, what did he do? Miss Cece, sit down somewhere. Okay. RG Titan said the life sentence was justified. Jay said, sorry, don't even know who he is. Pearl said, sorry, Queen, I don't care. Okay. Jamera said it's BS. T-Cope talking about she's old. She don't even know who that is. Okay, so Rex said only because the trauma will stay with these women forever. Okay, so let's talk about it. I think he's exactly where he needs to be, headed to prison on a one-way ticket. Don't stop at go and don't pass go and don't collect $200. Pretty Wing said the sentence was appropriate. All right, so let's go to the TikTok that I did about it yesterday. Likes up, everyone please like and share. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Ahmadiyyah Shakur. 40-year-old Eligio Bishop, also known online as Natureboy and the leader of the cult Carbon Nation, has been found guilty on all counts and has been sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Let's get into it. Bishop was arrested in April of 2022, and later a grand jury indicted him on counts of rape, false imprisonment, and 3 counts of prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions in July of 2022. A former member of the cult who said that she was his girlfriend at the time and said she had lived with him, but when she decided to leave that he became upset, and then that's when he assaulted her and also posted explicit videos of her online, mostly on X, formerly known as Twitter. And then later his wife came forward and said that he'd also sexually abused and emotionally abused other members of the cult. The first witnesses to the defense took the stand on Thursday, one of which was a male who says that he joined the group when he was 17 years old. Now, he argued that it was not a cult. He was adamant about that. He said that it was a tribe and that he joined a tribe of his own free will and that they did not have rules, but what they had was agreements to live the way they chose, and that they referred to Bishop as a god, the Messiah. Please pay attention. When questioned about the violent videos that had been posted online, they simply said that was just for entertainment purposes only, and that basically they were, mimicking the Will Smith Chris Rock incident, even though the prosecutor said that the videos came out before that incident ever even occurred. And one of them even said that she was the one who posted the explicit videos of the victim, and that it wasn't Bishop. So they literally were trying to cover for him, even willing to take the blame for his own actions. This is all so crazy, if you ask me. Defense witnesses claim that the trial was corrupt and that they were simply trying to stop Bishop from getting his message out to the masses. Please pay attention. Bishop wasn't present in court on Thursday for the proceedings. He watched it from the DeKalb County Jail. Says that he was concerned that Judge Stacey Heydrich was possibly spreading C-19. Now, the judge did test positive earlier this week. Court was canceled Tuesday and Wednesday. On Thursday, she offered masks and face shields. She said that Bishop has been trying to do everything in his power to derail the proceedings. Before the judge handed down the sentence on Friday, some of the witnesses gave statements to the court sharing their experiences of abuse. And also one woman said that Bishop was a monster, and she told him, "Now you're imprisoned like you imprisoned us." Bishop was told to direct his comments to the judge. He repeatedly said that he wasn't upset, and he told them all that he still loved them. Now, the judge says that Bishop is a master manipulator and that he's a classic narcissist and that he showed no remorse during the entirety of the trial. Please pay attention. So you can pause to read the charges and what he was sentenced to for each of them. The long and short of it is he has a life sentence with no possibility of parole. However, he does have like 30 days to appeal the decision. And the final thing is, if they were just a group of people who wanted to live off the land, just live out in nature and just follow his teachings or whatever under his guidance, I wouldn't really care, because people can do what they want to do as far as I'm concerned, as long as you're not hurting or harming anyone. But the fact that there was violence and there were people being forced to do things they didn't want to do, and also mainly because of some of the inappropriate things that he said about children, which I think is absolutely deplorable. Well, at the end of the day, I mean, he does need to be sent to prison as far as I'm concerned. All right, he's headed to where he needs to go, to the big house. Here's the thing. My question is, why did ScrewTube never ban him? I have a whole lot of questions, because ScrewTube shadow bans people, allegedly, and then, gets rid of people's channels and stuff. They never got rid of him. And here's the thing. There was actually a whole petition online begging for people to sign it so that he could be banned from social media after some of the deplorable things that he said about children, thinking it's okay for children to touch cucumbers, okay, and to see adults doing things that children shouldn't be seeing. He was saying all this crazy stuff years ago. I remember young Pharaoh. The first time I ever heard of Natureboy is when young Pharaoh, before he lost his mind clearly, was going in on him and talking about some of the things he was doing, saying. So that's what made me go and check out his channel. And absolutely, I don't understand why he was allowed to stay on here when people who just tell the truth and talk about racial injustices, well, you see how that turns out. But another thing is this. These people that were following him, some of them were brainwashed. And the thing about being brainwashed is you don't know when it happens. You don't realize that it's happened. You think that what's going on, in fact, makes sense. And when people tell you that it doesn't, you think they're the ones that have the problem. And so there was a person who said during the trial, there was a young man who said that he joined the group or the cult when he was 17. And he insisted it wasn't a cult. It was, in fact, a tribe. But nonetheless, he proceeded to say, that he was just doing what he wanted to do, and that they weren't a cult, they were a tribe. But then he proceeded to describe exactly what a cult is, saying that they thought Natureboy, a bishop, was a messiah, that he's God, he's a messiah. I'm sorry, that's a cult. When you're listening to someone who's telling you these things to do, and you're doing everything they tell you, and even willing to cover for them and take the rap when they commit acts of crime, well, that's absolutely a cult. Okay? That's absolutely a cult at the end of the day. So anyway, I find it all so sad. It's absolutely sad. And these children had to witness all these things that are going on. Some of these people are still riding or dying for him at the end of the day. I mean, I couldn't believe the young woman stood up and said that she was the one who leaked those pictures or the video of the victim. She said it wasn't him. She did it. And then they tried to pass off the violence that we all saw inflicted. In some cases, we saw these beatings and stuff. They tried to say that was all for entertainment purposes. Who signed up for that? Anyway, but of course, DC said Natureboy went hard on his child's mother. He was telling anyone to kill or harm people. He was far from that. He didn't want any liabilities around, says Jamar. He was a mess, I'll tell you that much. Well, like I said, he's where he needs to be. Okay. Oh, hell no, I said, that's not God, that's Bodega Pookie. Okay, so anyway, now let's talk about Diddy. Because, and let me correct myself. Well, you all already corrected me, so let me thank you. So when I was talking about Nipsey on yesterday's live, I said that Nipsey and Snoop were both rolling 60s. And honey, I saw later when I was able to view the chat, because I didn't really see the chat when I was talking, but you always say, no, Snoop's a 20s crib. Okay, honey, I didn't even know there was a 20s rolling 20s crib. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not up on my games. Okay, please pay attention. So thank you all. And somebody told me in the comments too. So thank you all for pointing that out. Okay, so let me just say that Snoop is a rolling 20s crib, and Nip was a rolling 60s. Okay, is that better? Because y'all were going in, Queen. That's not the same thing. Okay, thanks. All right. So anyway, also I spoke about a billionaire who was attacked by an R&B singer. And remember I said, wait a minute, why are people saying that's Rihanna when they're saying that it was a guy that did it? Why are they saying Rihanna? Well, okay, because the Bajan, that's what they call the people from Barbados, okay? And Rihanna is a billionaire. Now, I'm sorry, but I forgot that Rihanna is a whole billionaire, okay? So I was confused, but now I see that they were talking about Chris Brown, allegedly. So let's go to that page. Let's go to that page of the lawsuit. Likes up, everyone, please like and share, because we got to air this all out, honey. Okay, here we go. Now, this is the section of the lawsuit that says Mr. Combs and J. Combs solicits drugs and engages in illicit sex acts with minors and those sex workers. Okay, so now on this page, starting at point 99, it says, no, let's start at 98 at the top. It says, on or about July the 2nd of 2023 in California, Mr. Combs had a listening party at his home. Now, present at this party was a R&B artist, redacted, the name is redacted, J. Combs, the sex workers, and some underage girls. Now, the event began at 7 p.m. Mr. Combs requested female sex workers and required Mr. Jones to solicit them. An hour later, several sex workers appeared. In addition to the sex workers, there were at least 5 women in the crowd that were under the age of 16. Now, this is all nefarious if true. Mr. Combs forced all the women to drink laced De Leon liquor. Upon information and belief, Mr. Combs laced the liquor with ecstasy. Mr. Combs did not check the identification of any of these young underage girls. The presence of the underage women made Mr. Jones very uncomfortable. He attempted to leave, and Mr. Combs forced him to stay. Mr. Combs went so far as to take Mr. Jones's car keys to prevent him from leaving. After being forced to drink Lace de Leon shots, Mr. Jones began feeling lightheaded and recalls passing out and waking up around 4 a.m. That morning naked with a SEX worker. Okay, now let's go to the bottom to the footnote. It says he is a Grammy Award-winning R&B singer who had trouble with law enforcement after assaulting a Bijan billionaire. This writer is in possession of video and will provide a copy to the court. So they say there's video footage of that. Okay, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that we should ask ourselves. Courtney said that's why she makes her drink in the parking lot. Okay, Courtney, that's clearly ghetto. That is clearly ghetto, beloved, but it is better than getting something that's laced. All right, so at the end of the day, where does Chris Brown fit into all of this? Because I really never thought Chris Brown really cared for Diddy. I never really thought Chris Brown cared for him. In fact, he went in on Diddy a couple of years ago. So let's talk about that. And also, I have a video that I'm going to play. Now, I removed the sound because there was music in the background. But there's a video of Chris at a Diddy party, allegedly, and he didn't look too comfortable with what Diddy was trying to do. Okay, so I think that if Chris Brown was there, it is my opinion that perhaps he was just there to listen to the music and just to have fun. I don't know. Did he or the others know about the alleged underage people? I don't know. But so let's go to that video first. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Let me make sure I'm pulling up the right one. I want to say this is it. Okay, so to me, it looks like Chris Brown really is not feeling Diddy like that, and Diddy's just doing the most as per usual. You ever notice how Diddy has a habit? You ever notice how Diddy has a habit of putting his hands on men? He has a habit of putting his hands on other men. Have you all noticed that? Yes, that's a bed, Sierra. Sierra says, is that a bed? Yes, they've said that allegedly Diddy has a huge bed in his backyard for those parties. Okay? Prime One says, I don't see how no brothers gave Puffed Upper the business. Not Puffed Upper. Okay. This I am said that was really weird. Yes, it looked like Chris wasn't feeling it. But here's the thing. Let's go to what Chris has said about Diddy in the past. Okay, so this came out in 2022, a blessing in disguise. And I think I told you all about this before. Chris Brown reveals that he tried to sign a record deal with Diddy, but the mogul turned him down. Now, in a sneak peek episode preview with Drink Champs for Revolt TV, singer Chris Brown revealed that rapper and producer Sean Diddy Combs turned him down before he became a star. During the interview, Chris Brown stated that a lot of people don't know this, but Diddy turned me down. I was 12 years old. It was me and one of my production manager's sons, TJ. Chris further explained how they were a group, but didn't have a name for their group, which caused one of the show's hosts to joke with Chris and say, that's why Diddy didn't sign y'all. Y'all didn't have y'all's ish together. Now, fans were surprised by this little snippet, but many interpreted as an impetus for Chris to stay motivated in his work and his rise to fame. One fan commented saying he had to take that as motivation. Another said God blocked it, a new opportunity, a blessing in disguise. Someone else said rejection is protection. Now, some other fans were happy that this Christmas star was turned down by Diddy because they believed Diddy would have hurt his career. Artists make it so far, so this was a good thing. Another one commented saying because boy, I feel like he wouldn't be where he is today. Now, the superstar was only 15 years old when he was signed to Jive Records. He's now signed to RCA Records. He rose to fame after the release and debut of the self-titled album Chris Brown in 2005. Okay, so anyway, we know all of that. Now, with that all being said, Diddy didn't sign Chris Brown. That's kind of interesting because when you think about it, we know how Diddy has been around people's children in the past, like Usher, Justin Bieber. So why wouldn't he sign Chris Brown? Well, maybe he noticed something about Chris Brown that made him feel like he couldn't groom him. Allegedly. Now, that's just my opinion. But hold on. Because Chris checked Diddy at one point, and this was, likes up, everyone please like and share. This was in 2022. R&B is alive and well, according to Chris Brown. Now, earlier this week, Diddy sparked a viral debate after he posed the question, who killed R&B? Fans weighed in, as did his peers, including Summer Walker, Tory Lanez, Kehlani, and Mary J. Blige. Chris Brown also addressed the hot topic by shutting down the notion that R&B is dead. Instead, he blamed the music industry for not promoting real singers and forcing garbage on listeners. Well, no lies detected there. Now, this is what Chris said. When's the last time you heard a slow song on the radio? Ninja saying R&B is dead. Respectfully, shut up. People nowadays want fast food instead of a real meal. Don't blame the real singers out here because what channels do people have to see music videos? BET damn sure don't neither. Damn sure don't. And BET damn sure don't, and neither does MTV. And then the industry be forcing shite on people when the real music lovers know that the ish is garbage. He said, R&B ain't dead. Y'all ninjas just ugly. Ha! Now, he was talking to Diddy, okay? Because Diddy's the one that made the comment, so please pay attention. And to prove his point, he posted the cover of Tank's new album, R&B Money, on which he is featured. He said, these ninjas saying R&B is dead? Watch your mouth, ninja. It ain't dead. A lot of people are deaf to what real music is. Damn near every rapper want to be a singer. He also dismissed Diddy's claim that R&B needs saving. Don't know what the F Puff talking about. That's what he said. Diddy, who recently had launched his R&B label, Love Records, and was ready in his own R&B album, responded after causing a firestorm. He says, it's been 3 days of the debate. This is the clarity of the message. It's not disrespect to anybody. This is what Diddy wrote, explaining his intention. This conversation was out of love and me purposely wanting to bring attention to R&B. It was something that I saw the effect of the hip hop and R&B balance. That balance is honesty and realness when it comes to melodies, comes together, melodies, vulnerability, and most importantly, love. Let me tell you all something. Like I said, Chris checked him. And here's the thing. Here's what Diddy was trying to do, in my opinion. Now, he was starting his own little R&B BS, right? And so now he's trying to make it like he has to come and save R&B because R&B is dead. That's what Diddy was trying to say. And that's why I'm glad Chris checked him. And then further said, all these rappers want to be R&B singers. Yeah, because Diddy, please sit down. Okay? So, like I said, Chris being at that party, I don't think it was anything nefarious going on between him and Diddy. I don't believe that at all, not one iota. And also pay attention, that's not what Rodney Jones said. He just mentioned that Chris was there. Okay? Now, as for other people, well, you know, it's a whole nother story. All right? It's a whole nother story. So let's get into it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. And also keep in mind, we've never heard of any of these rumors about Chris Brown ever being zesty or having anything to do with Skittles and tasting rainbows. I'm sorry, we've never heard it. At least I haven't. Has anyone ever heard it? Now, Gene Deal had a little something to say about the fact, if people talking about Usher, according to the lawsuit, Usher having something going on with Diddy or whatever, because basically What page was that on? Hold on. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. We do know that he said, Rodney Jones, that is, in the lawsuit, in one of the footnotes, it said it was an R&B singer who performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. Well, we would have to surmise that that is none other than Usher. And we've already seen the video of Usher at Diddy's house with Kevin Hart there recording, and then Diddy talking about how they wrestled over the cornflakes. I think, now it's just my opinion, that Diddy was doing nefarious things to Usher when he was a child. That's just what I think. I think he was grooming him. But don't take my word for it or my opinion, because Gene Deal said some things about that himself. And I'm going to pull that up. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance.
Little he alleges that, Diddy told him personally that he had sex with Usher. And when you look at the lawsuit, even though they got Usher's name redacted, you could tell who it is because they described him as the guy that performed at the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, I mean, we all know who that is, but how you feel about that, man?
Well, I mentioned that earlier, that he said about Stevie J. The Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a certain feeling, and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay. And I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business. Right? I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now, I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bruh, you know I know. Let me reframe you on something. Remember, Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room. Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth. Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp. Y'all put it together.
And what you mean by Diddy camp?
Remember? He was on one of the talk shows, the white guy with the curly hair. What's his name? The white guy with the curly hair. And he said, yo, would you send your son to Diddy camp? And Usher said, no. Ask him why he won't send him to Diddy camp. But yet and still you praise him.
Damn, man, and you said that, I know you can't go into detail, but you said that it was a situation where Diddy sent him to the hospital?
Let Usher explain that to you. Let Usher mama explain that to you. And the hospital was in Scarsdale, New York.
Okay, y'all heard that. Now, he said something about a hospital. I want you all to pay attention. He said the hospital was in Scarsdale, New York. Is that what he said? Hold on. Now, I heard some rumors about Usher's mom getting into it with Diddy. Did you all hear that? I heard rumors about that. So he's saying let Usher and his mom explain it. Don't you hate when people give you just a little sip of tea and don't give you the whole cup? Gene dear, now why did you bring that up if you weren't going to tell us the whole story? Okay, hold on. I'm trying to see something here. I'm looking for that article. I have it in my archive somewhere. Hold on, beloveds. Okay. Hold on, is this it? Okay, here it is right here. P. Diddy's interview with Kevin Hart hinted at a deeper relationship between him and Usher beyond mentorship, raising questions about their dynamic during Usher's teen years. Usher's uncomfortable reaction suggests that there may be some truth to the rumors surrounding his relationship with Diddy. Usher hinted at witnessing questionable things during his time living with Diddy, but never openly discussed the details. Usher's parents had no idea about his experience living with Diddy, raising questions about their knowledge and involvement. Usher's mom confronted Diddy about allegedly being intimate with Usher, adding fuel to the rumors surrounding their relationship. Usher's creepy relationship with Diddy includes allegations of Christopher Williams performing We Know What on Puff, witnessed by someone who walked in. And so Diddy's alleged exploitation of younger men, including Usher, raises serious concerns about the behavior and the potential for abuse in the industry. Okay, now this is all alleged, but that's what the article says. I may have told you all about this before, but they allege that his mother confronted Diddy. Okay? Now, listen to this. This is something else I had in my archives. I don't know how long I've had this. Now, listen to this. Puffy Flavor Camp. And let me just start off by saying this is all alleged. This is all alleged. I'm not saying any of this is true. Okay? I'm just telling you all what has been out there. All right? So let's talk about it. Puffy Flavor Camp, a name that sends chills down the spines of those familiar with its existence. The mere mention of this seemingly innocent nickname conceals a dark and sinister world that lies beneath the surface. For years, disturbing rumors have swirled around social media, suggesting that music mogul Diddy, or Puff Daddy, as he was known in the 90s, groomed Usher during his teenage years. Multiple sources claim that Usher's mom, Janetta Patton, discovered the depraved activities that took place at Puffy Flavor Camp. While some defend her, stating that she was unaware of the true nature of the camp, others question her involvement. Now, in this article, we will delve deep into the truth behind Puffy Flavor Camp, explore the experiences of Usher, and shed light on the allegations swirling within the industry. First off, they start with the origins of Puffy Flavor Camp. The origins of the name Puffy Flavor Camp remain mysterious. Some speculate that Diddy himself named his mansion as such, while others believed it was coined by music mogul L.A. Reid in 2016 in an autobiography. L.A. Reid described his decision to send Usher to live with Diddy in New York City. He referred to it as the Puffy Flavor Camp, claiming that he wanted Usher to adopt a more edgy image. However, conflicting reports emerged regarding Usher's age at the time. While L.A. Reid stated he was 15, Usher's interview with Howard Stern suggested he was 13 when he moved in with Diddy. And also, pay attention, when Gene Deal was talking about what's the white guy's name with the curly hair, well, he was talking about Howard Stern. I meant to tell you all that. And I've actually shown you all that video before when Usher was talking to Howard Stern about what was going on there and things that he saw that he should have seen at that age. Now, regardless of the age, the idea of a young teenager with a grown man raised eyebrows. It begs to question what truly transpired within the walls of Puffy Flavor Camp. Next, they talk about Usher's early career and the role of L.A. Reid. Usher's journey into the entertainment industry traces back to his early childhood. He joined an R&B crew called the New Beginnings when he was just 10 years old. However, his mother, Janetta, abruptly pulled him out of the group after an undisclosed negative experience. It was during this time that Usher caught the attention of A.J. Alexander, who noted his immense talent. Alexander introduced Usher to a representative from L.A. Reid's label, securing him an opportunity to perform in front of Reid himself. Impressed by Usher's voice and stage presence, Reid wasted no time in signing the young artist. The trajectory of Usher's career seemed unstoppable until puberty threatened to alter his voice. Despite facing uncertainty, Usher pleaded with Reid to give him a chance, ultimately leading to his stay at Puffy Flavor Camp. Now they talk about Usher's experience at Puffy Flavor Camp. Usher's stay at Puffy Flavor Camp remains shrouded in darkness and uncertainty. While Usher has never explicitly revealed the specific events that occurred, his interviews hint at disturbing situations. Describing his time at the camp to Rolling Stone in 2004, he alluded to witnessing orgies and never knowing what to expect. However, during his appearance on the Howard Stern show, Usher downplayed the severity, mentioning that he had a chance to see some things. The stark difference in his accounts raised questions about the nature of the camp and what young Usher truly experienced. Moreover, Usher's immediate denial of ever sending his own children to Puffy Flavor Camp speaks volumes about his perception of the environment that he himself was subjected to. Now, Janetta Patton, Usher's mother, and her involvement. Janetta Patton, Usher's mother, has remained an enigmatic figure throughout these allegations. Some believe she willingly allowed Usher to live at Puffy Flavor Camp, while others argue that she was unaware of its true nature. In recent years, Janetta has made cryptic statements on social media, alluding to the depth of the music industry's darkness. In a since-deleted post, she questioned the cost of fame and apologized for the Usher drama. However, the extent of her knowledge remains uncertain. Was Janetta complicit, naive, or deceived? Understanding her perspective is crucial in unraveling the truth behind Puffy Flavor Camp. Well, I don't think that she thought there was anything nefarious going on. You see, some of these parents have high hopes, and they think that these people are going to mentor their children and help them to be better at what they're doing, enhance their talent and their craft. I don't think that she knew or suspected that anything nefarious was going to happen, but that's just my opinion. Now, with that all being said, goes on to say allegations and rumors surrounding Puffy Flavor Camp. Now, Puffy Flavor Camp has become a breeding ground for unsettling rumors and allegations. Speculation ranges from claims that Diddy allowed older women to prey on Usher to allegations against Diddy himself. In a resurfaced interview, Diddy made bizarre comments about waking up in the same bed with Usher when Usher was just 10 years old. These statements only add to the controversy surrounding the camp. However, it is vital to separate fact from fiction and navigate the sensationalism surrounding Puffy Flavor Camp to uncover the truth. Now they talk about the strange behaviors of Diddy and Usher. Both Diddy and Usher's behaviors raise eyebrows and invite scrutiny. Diddy's nickname, Puff Daddy, and his strange affectionate terms for men contribute to a narrative of questionable intentions. Usher's initial silence and later vague comments about his time at Puffy's Flavor Camp only add to the perplexity. As the public tries to make sense of their actions, it is important to question the motives or the motivations behind their behaviors in relation to the camp and its hidden activities. Now, the comparisons to the Justin Bieber situation. Drawing parallels between Usher's experience at Puffy's Flavor Camp and Justin Bieber's own journey in the music industry offers a deeper understanding of the potential dangers within the entertainment business. Justin's close association with Diddy and his uncomfortable interactions with older artists raise concerns of a similar nature. Exploring the similarities between these two stories sheds light on the broader issue of young artists navigating a treacherous industry. Speculations and conspiracy theories. Now, the haunting nature of Puffy Flavor Camp has given rise to various conspiracy theories. Some believe that powerful and sick individuals prey on young aspiring artists within the music industry, with Diddy being just one representative of this disturbing trend. Speculations range from Diddy's alleged traffickings to rumors surrounding his late wife Kim Porter's involvement. Connecting the dots and examining the evidence allows for a comprehensive understanding of these conspiracy theories. In conclusion, the truth behind Puffy Flavor Camp remains clouded with ambiguity. While rumors and allegations persist, concrete evidence is scarce. The experiences of Usher and the involvement of his mother, Janita, invite speculation and analysis. The behaviors displayed by Diddy and the eerie parallels to other artists' experiences raise troubling questions about the industry at large. By examining facts, separating fiction from reality, and considering the perspectives of those involved, we can continue to shine a light on the dark secrets that may lie within the walls of Puffy Flavor Camp. Okay, that was also dramatic. And there was a video that was taken down, just so you all know. There was a video that was taken down, and the YouTube account connected to that video was terminated. All right? Just so you know. And so with that all being said, hold on, beloveds. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. All hell no says, I would never let my kids stay with any adult long term except for Black Jesus. Listen, we've heard all these nefarious stories. Even, the same situation was alleged with R. Kelly and some of his victims. Okay, at the end of the day, I wouldn't have wanted my children staying with anyone for an extended period of time. I don't care what type of mentorship they were talking about. If you want to mentor them, well, I can just bring them to your house, okay? And so I can see what's going on. They don't need to spend months and weeks with you and all of that stuff. And, the same thing happened with Beyonce. Now, if you remember, Kelly Rowland, I do believe back in the day, they said that she actually came to live with Beyonce's family because Kenneth Nolan was the manager of the group. So maybe that's normal for people to let their children go and stay with people when they're trying to get in these singing groups or get, deals and stuff. But it couldn't be me is all I'm saying. And it just couldn't be me. That's all I'm saying. Honey, my kids were not even allowed to spend the night at people's houses. Okay, if somebody wanted to spend the night, one of their friends, they'd have to stay at my house. My children were not spending the night at anybody's house. That's just how I go. That's just how I get down. And they're not doing it. Honey, you just can't be trusting any and everybody around your kids. I don't care who they are. Please pay attention. And the thing is, I really feel bad because people say these things about Usher, but let's not forget, if these things are true, Usher was a child. And so that would make him a victim, okay, of someone who allegedly was trying to groom him or whatever, who may possibly have done things to him. I'm not saying that Diddy did anything. I'm just saying, according to the rumors, if those things are true, we can't blame Usher for that. He was a kid, okay? And I don't feel like people should victimize him at the end of the day. Diddy, in my opinion, is the alleged predator. All right. So we can't blame this. To me, when people say these nefarious things about Usher because of what allegedly happened when he was staying with Diddy as a kid, to me, that's the equivalent of victim blaming. How can we clown him or try to talk bad about him? He was a little kid. Okay, he was just a little kid, and so was Justin Bieber. Like, we cannot be clowning them. They were children. They were put in a predicament, allegedly, that may have put them in harm's way, and their parents likely didn't know, and were just trying to do what's best for their children to get them fame and fortune, and to try to, get them out there so they can have a career and what they loved. So I don't blame the parents or Usher or Justin Bieber in this instance. I just don't. And thank God that Diddy didn't sign Chris Brown. Okay? And so anyway, moving right along. Everyone, please get those likes up. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. With that all been said, now let's talk about Sloan Bella. Because Sloan Bella said some things about Diddy months ago, and then we're going to get into what she has predicted about Jay-Z. So everyone get those likes up, please. Thank you in advance. Now, here's what she said about Diddy. And you all already heard this, but just pay attention to how things are unfolding.
Not just Cassie, it's not just Kim Porter, it's so many other people. And by the way, in P. Diddy's case, the sodomy ritual, yes, the ritual that they use in order to conjure up energy, call it sexual magic, call it black magic, call it whatever you want, but they do that, okay? So never think that it's crazy and people don't do it. It goes all the way back to Egyptian chimes. It goes all the way back before Jesus. It goes all the way back. They do all kinds of energetic. It seems stupid to us if you say, I'm going to sacrifice somebody. That seems dumb. It's like, sacrifice them for what? But energetically, they're taking that energy. They are consuming that energy. When that happens, they get more energy. Now, what I'm seeing, and this is specifically coming from the energy of Kim, because I've been asking about it. She was actually, when I see her energy, okay, she's a strong, vibrant, articulate, even in spirit woman. And she wants her family to know she's okay. And she also wants people to know that this is not done and that.
Okay, so for those of you who were asking, because some people want to ask, why does Diddy choose to do these things to people that are not into that type of stuff? Because it's about power and control, in my opinion. But also, Sloan says it's also about the energy. Okay, and we've talked about that before, I believe, on the spiritual channel. But anyway, I'm going to have to go live or upload something on Patreon for you all, because I have a whole bunch of receipts on some stuff that I can't talk about on here. But now, let's go to what Sloan Bella says about Jay-Z, because I find this all nefarious. Please pay attention.
There are legal troubles for Jay-Z that come up in November, and they come attached to another person, but not a person that you actually think, which would be P. Diddy spilling the beans as he gets dragged into court. No, it's not P. Diddy. It is somebody else. And I'm kind of swinging around to Justin Bieber. Like, I'm looking at the people up there, and I'm kind of torn between Chris Brown and Justin Bieber. But I'm going the Justin Bieber way here, because Bieber is involved in this sideways. Now, this connects him to R. Kelly. High level pimping and pandering for the music industry through the trafficking of human beings. Okay, so I'm going to put that out there in that fashion. You, me, them, we're going to start seeing through the veil when it comes to Jay-Z, and within 3 years, public favor is removed. Now, he's not the first one to go down behind P. Diddy, but he's a close second. Russell Simmons pops up in the conversation. Okay, in the conversation. So I have not heard head nor tail of Russell Simmons. He pops right in right now for months. I mean, he went off somewhere, and who the hell knows where he went. Those words, that hiding, will come to play in the future months. We're going to see conversation from Russell Simmons. It's either behind the scenes, it's something that is going to bring about a change in how the public looks at Jay-Z. I get Jay-Z connected to Clive Davis, connected to P. Diddy, and so there's a succession of things happening. Clive is old right now, so he's probably next in line, but I'm kind of shooting off with Chris Brown, and then I'm shooting off with Justin Bieber, and then I'm kind of going to MC Hammer. Like, it's happening. These people are being used on different levels to take other people's money, clean it, move things all about the country under the guise of their creative talents. So it's a combination that's coming after him. And when they take him down, they're going to take Beyonce down behind him. And it's going to start crumbling. He has a target directed at him because people want him found out.
All I have to say is, Lord have mercy. What does MC Hammer have to do with any of this? Oh, this is all crazy. Not MC Hammer. Look at Reggie's messy butt talking about this is juicy, okay? But anyway, she said some other stuff too, so let's get into that. I'm going to put an overlay up on the screen. Hold on so you all can hear this. Please pay attention because this is where she talks about Jay-Z being Beyonce's handler.
He is her handler, and he is the one that pushes her out there in public, and then he profits off her. So we're looking at, and I don't care how much talent you think they have. I don't care how much talent you think they have. She was chosen for him. It is a karmic thing looking at their chart, but she was chosen for him in order to help him get where he needed to go. So she's the muse, but let's use this in a different way. Sometimes we use the word muse in the terms of profiteering off of it. He's very aware of entertainers, male and female, where he needs to go to keep his money coming in and what he's actually selling. Now, this connects him to R. Kelly. High level pimping and pandering for the music industry through the trafficking. My camera cut off when I said trafficking. Through the trafficking of human beings, okay? So I'm going to put that out there in that fact.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there because we already heard that next part. But honey, she said that he was Beyonce's handler. This is all nefarious. And not pimping and pandering. Miss Cookie said, why isn't this happening in other music genres? Honey, it probably is. This is probably the one that we hear more so about because we're all into it. Reggie said Jay-Z has been linked to Diddy and R. Kelly. Yep. It's all nefarious, beloveds. I don't know what y'all going to do about it, but I'm just getting my popcorn ready and sitting back and watching it all go down, okay? Because according to Sloan, it's going down. Now, she did say, hold on, I should have played a little bit more of that because she talked about Jay-Z fleeing the country. Hold on, let me put this back up. Y'all need to hear this.
We, you, me, them, we're going to start seeing through the veil when it comes to Jay-Z, and within 3 years, public favor is removed. Now, he's not the first one to go down behind P. Diddy, but he's a close second. So it's a combination that's coming after him. And when they take him down, they're going to take Beyonce down behind him. And it's going to start crumbling, okay? So it's the next 3 years. On an energy level, what this is it is, understand, when you do occultist high level, and Jay-Z is a high level occultist, as is Beyonce, when you're involved in high level entity conjuring, which they are, when you're involved in that kind of high level type of giving yourself over to those energies, you are not really in control of what happens after a certain point. Like, no matter what anybody says, no matter how big and strong and special they think they are, when you let something into your body and you think you can control it, that's because they let you think that you can control it, not that you can control it, okay? So when you're looking at that, I want you to understand that there is a point in time where people become known and are pushed in the direction where they can no longer get into the physical vessel or the husk. They're kind of like husky. Now, this brings me to another weird energy. When I'm looking at the children of a lot of celebrity people, I realize that these are, I'll use the word synthetics, but they act synthetic. I'm not saying they're not human. I'm just saying synthetically inclined. I can't read the energy. And if I can't read the energy as a barometer, if I can't look at you in the eyes and read your energy and see what you're doing, then there is something that is blocking me from doing so. And now it can be a block by them, but it can also be because they come from a different origin source, okay? So what they've done in our societies, they've gotten us so used to in vitro and having babies in test tubes. do we really know if someone chooses to do that in a higher echelon, the elite as they call them, in a higher echelon, do we really know exactly what is going to happen with those creations? Because we don't. And Jay-Z and Beyonce are kind of at that level where we're not really sure where that energy came from. Whatever, it's blocked. Now, they can put a protection spell around their kid. And if I were them, I would, because the public is also crazy, okay? So the public can be crazy and they can be crazy. When I look at this, though, I see and am inclined to think that there's a lot more going on. There's a lot of substituting of energy with these two, and there's a lot of moving in the direction. And if you've ever been backstage at a concert and you watch people perform, when they come back into their physical vessel, their body, from being out of their body while they're performing, it's quite a sight. And I have seen it personally. I'm not with Beyonce and Jay-Z, but I have seen it personally. It's quite a sight to see someone come back into the physical after being out of the physical. The reason that they're out of the physical is so that they can harness powerful energy to entice people who are watching, which is what these guys are doing. Now, having said that, I get Jay-Z connected to Clive Davis, connected to P. Diddy, and so there's a succession of things happening. Clive is old right now, so he's probably next in line, but I'm kind of shooting off with Chris Brown, and then I'm shooting off with Justin Bieber, and then I'm kind of going to MC Hammer. Like, it's happening. These people are being used on different levels to take other people's money, clean it, move things all about the country under the guise of their creative talents. Now, Jay-Z, this is going to come to a screeching halt. Screeching halt. Russell Simmons pops up in the conversation, okay, in the conversation. So I have not heard head nor tail of Russell Simmons. He pops right in right now for months. I mean, he went off somewhere, who the hell knows where he went. Those words, that hiding, will come to play in the future months. We're going to see conversation from Russell Simmons. It's either behind the scenes, it's something that is going to bring about a change in how the public looks at Jay-Z. There's like all kinds of things going on. He has a target directed at him because people want him found out. Beyonce does as well. This is what they're doing. Changing the candle wax, upping the game, upping the ante. The energy is very, very odd, but this is what I feel. So it's 3 years, and then in the year 2036, it no longer exists. He is a expression of his former self, and that former self is contained in such a way that we don't recognize it, and it doesn't have the power that it wields right now. So we are in a long line of circumstances happening right now with a takedown, and it's just waiting for them to be taken down, and they've been promised otherwise. They have been promised otherwise. They, Jay-Z, Beyonce, all of the other ones I mentioned, but this is about Jay-Z, they are in the process. Now, what I am seeing is Jay-Z's beginning, okay, so the succession of being unraveled in the next 3 years starts with a burglary of something. So Jay-Z is in the process of having some connection to missing burglarized items, and it's going to come up around him. That's the first marker, and I'm not sure what it is he steals. I don't know if this is a stolen song, a stolen item, a stolen car. I don't know what it is, but it is a burglary of something. I have stolen, and now I'm being accused of taking this. And that is the beginning of it, because they will start nosing around with him. So there's like a lot of nosing around. It's in the theft of something. And by theft, I don't quite know what I mean by that, but it's by the theft of something. And when you look at that, it just draws attention to him, and they don't like attention drawn to them. I also feel Forgive me for saying this, I sound really weird, but I also feel that when they sleep at night, they sleep in coffins. So what do I mean by that? They sleep not like you and I, they sleep in a different way, and they don't sleep till we get up. So there's a whole other shift in energy. If you were to get, they're like underground. Maybe that's what I want to say. It's an underground energy that is not observed by most people on this planet. So the behavior is beneath the surface, and that is part of what is going to be their unraveling. It's very weird energy, and I'm like all over the place again, but that is going to be the unraveling, is that they are connected energetically to a different source. And I see them connected through the solar plexus. So they hang, okay, so hang, like from the stomach, hang, like when you rise up out of the body, meaning they're not presently grounded in their physical.
All right, honey. Sloan is just spilling all of the tea. This is all nefarious. I hope you all know. But she said Russell Simmons comes to mind. Well, maybe Russell comes to mind because she said Jay-Z and Beyonce were going to pack up and leave the country. This is all crazy. Shot caller said you can run but not hide. Okay, this is all crazy. Reggie said low down and nefarious. Prime One said they're dealing with Satan. King Lejeune said not skate off into the shadows. Desmond said, Queen, she said something about takeoff. Yeah, this is all crazy, honey. At the end of the day, so she said in the next 3 years, there'll be an unraveling of Jay-Z. And then he's targeted because people want him exposed, basically. When he goes down, Beyonce's going to go down. But then she said it won't be until, or she said by 2036, it's like, oh, that's going to be over. It's like, probably, I don't know. It sounded like she was trying to say by 2036, nobody's really going to give a F about them. Like nobody's going to be talking about them. Like they won't even be a thing. I don't know. This is all nefarious. Okay, this is all nefarious. In 3 years, pay attention. Now, she said that Jay-Z would be the second person after Diddy. And then she thinks that Clive Davis would be first. Didn't she say Clive Davis? I don't know how this is all crazy. Looks like the whole entertainment, the whole music industry is going down. Couldn't you all see, I was thinking about Diddy the other day, if he was to go on trial for criminal charges about some of these allegations. And, I could see Diddy standing up on the witness stand and pulling a whole Nino Brown. I could literally see him standing up on the witness stand and pulling the whole Nino Brown and blaming everybody but himself. Couldn't y'all see that? It's all nefarious. Wait a minute. Aboriginal woman said, I'm stuck on MC Hammer. What did he do? Honey, I know. Okay, I have questions. Now, let's not forget, though, they said back in the day, MC Hammer was a whole gangster. They said he allegedly put out a hit on, what's that guy's name? Or was going to put out a hit on that guy's name. What's the white guy that was rapping back in the day? MC Surge. Remember that? That was the story they told back in the day, honey. Don't get me to lying. Hold on. Let me look it up real quick. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay, it says MC Search of New York's third base has claimed repeatedly that MC Hammer put out a hit on him, put out a hit on the group over a lyric in their song, The Cactus. The line in question was, the cactus turned Hammer's mother out, was purportedly a play on the title of Third Base's 1989 The Cactus album and Hammer's record from that same year. So, hold on, because here's an article about it. Hold on. I got to get out of here, honey. I got stuff to do. I got errands to run and everything. Y'all think I got time to be giving y'all all the scoop? Hold on, I don't want to read this whole thing. Okay, here it is right here. MC Search of New York's third base has claimed repeatedly. Okay, that's the same thing. So in 2015, Search told the Ed Lover Show about receiving death threats from Hammer's brother, Louis Burrell, in the middle of a flight to Los Angeles. They saying that we're in the air. This is what Search is saying. He's telling the story. He says, we're in the air, and Carmen Ashurst Watson, who was the president of Def Jam at the time, picks up the phone and hears someone say, is third base on their way to LA? And she goes, yeah. And the voice says, good, they're dead. This is Louis Burrell. Now, Search claims that $50,000, that the $50,000 hit was confirmed by fellow Def Jam artist Eric B. and was supposed to be carried out by the Los Angeles Crips. So this is all nefarious. Okay, now this is what they say MC Hammer did. I remember when I first heard this years ago, I'm like, not MC Hammer. But let me continue. In a later interview, Search said fear and anger over the incident has never left him. He says, I'm not good. This is what he told Vlad on Vlad TV in 2018. I've never been through 25 years of therapy. I've been through 25 years of therapy 3 days a week. I am not good. I wish I could be good. But when somebody tries to kill you over a rap lyric, understand what it feels like to not know that you can turn a corner without someone trying to kill you for $50,000. And then they say Redman also made the mistake of dissing Hammer during an interlude on the 1992's What? The album titled Funky Uncles, saying everybody's yelling hammer time, hammer time. He ain't ish. Mama ain't ish. Daddy ain't ish. Ain't nobody ish. Redman says he was subsequently chased out of Oakland by Hammer's affiliates. We had to get the F out of there. They wasn't playing. We was almost boxed in. That's what he told Vlad in 2016. And in 1995, when both MCs were on the set of the final episode of Yo MTV Raps, Hammer approached Redman and said, Red, I'm going to tell you something. You're young, but I don't allow nobody to talk about my mama. You understand me? Hammer stood on business is all I'm saying. Redman later admitted that his response to Hammer was, yes, sir. Not yes, sir. He elaborated, I got the message. I heard about Hammer and I seen his work. I'm good, my brother, because I've got to come to the West Coast and get money. I like it out there. I like the Bay Area. So F that, you're right. I won't talk about your mama. Hammer had these ninjas shook. Do you hear me? This is all hilarious to me. And so Redman admits that he learned a lesson. He said that got the MC Hammer very serious about beef. Y'all MFers laugh and y'all joke about Hammer. No, 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 no. When anybody that talked ish came to the Bay Area, they was in for it. Because we seen it. I seen it. That's what he said. Too Short. In a 2018 interview, Too Short expressed respect for MC Hammer as having come up around the same time, saying Hammer was a big dog. He got respect in the streets. He came from a respected crew. They handled business. Him and his brother Louis and the crew. When asked about the alleged hit that Hammer put out on MC Search, Too Short said the only part he didn't believe was that they offered $50,000. In other words, he believed that they did have a hit out, but not paying that much for it, because Hammer would never have to pay for such services. That's even worse. Without spending any money, he could have told people to F MC Search the F up. That's what Too Short says. I know who Hammer was affiliated with, and he wouldn't have had to pay to tell somebody to F somebody up. His people would just do it. We're from Oakland. Like he wouldn't even have to say it. E40 and Fat Joe. Now, during a 2020 chat with E40 for All Urban Central, Fat Joe mentioned encountering Hammer one time in the Las Vegas airport. Joe and Hammer greeted him warmly, Joe said Hammer greeted him warmly, then proceeded to explain that he wasn't to be trifled with. He was like, you know, I get it popping for real. What? E40 was in no way surprised by this news. Well, he's from Oakland for one. The Vallejo rapper responded saying that he's from the town. He's highly respected and connected. You know what I mean? All the fixtures and factors know him. He knows them. He rocks it. He's heavy. His brother's gangster. Okay. And then Hammer is far from a sucker, and Hammer's physically fit. You know, he'll put hands on you. This is all hilarious. I'm starting to see MC having a whole nother life. Please pay attention. Goes on to say Outcast. Now, it's possible that Big Boy puts it best when he puts it best and most succinctly saying, Hammer will beat your arse. Okay, let's end with an apt word for the man himself. All right, well, y'all heard that. Y'all heard that. This is all crazy. This is all crazy. So, Reggie said, me too, Queen, a whole nother light, okay? Now, I heard about the alleged hits on MC Search years ago, but all this other extra stuff, I didn't know anything about any of this. Not that the red man said, yes, sir. I won't talk about your mama. Reggie said, please, Hammer, don't hurt him, okay? Who knew that they were being serious? Anyway, with that all being said, honey, my job here is done for now. Okay, my job here is done for now. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. All right, thank you all for tuning in once again. I hope you all enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Enjoy your strong end, not the weekend, leaving you in a weakened state of mind. Okay, each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. And also, don't forget that on the backup channel, premiered at 4 o'clock, is the video from 2 days ago. Because like I said, I just realized today that YouTube had blocked it because of one of the clips I showed. So I removed it. It's edited, and it's going to be on the backup channel. Vince said, I love you, Queen. You're the best. Thank you, beloved. I love you right back. So yeah, it's going to premiere on the backup channel for those of you who missed it, with the beef between Meek Mill and DJ Academic and Tiffany Red talking about Sue and Diddy. So make sure y'all tune into that for those of you who missed it. All right. And so until next time, beloveds, I will talk to you all again soon. Peace.
Gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now.
That's
See
right.
a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy.
Real slick.
I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece. This time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle.
circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin? God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got